Greetings, fellow Shek. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Kenshi Shek's Conquest, episode 31. Bandits want me to stay. So, last stream, we have added some additional trainees, and they have their own squad for now, but that will change. I have updated one rule, so if we go over to the rule screen, you'll be able to see it, which is, let me go to the rule screen. The bottom rule, 32 population limit. I essentially don't want to manage like a megatropolis, so I have a relatively sane pop limit, which means we're at about 24, I believe. So there's room for more, but not too many more. Additionally, if anyone that currently has characters assigned to you want to update your roster, just ping me, and just keep pinging me until I do it, because it's easy to miss those pings. Last chance for a character? Nah, it's not last chance. I don't think I'm going to fill up the roster this stream. And what we've been working on is... the last thing we worked on was trying to get armor for everybody. So we have started to armor up some people in our group. And I have big plans, as you can see above my head. I have big plans for the start here. Sergio and Petrable, thanks for the bits and the resub. So let's get started. We have these trainees here that are very much in need of athletics training more than anything else, so that they don't slow down everybody else. One of the things I want to do is to get everybody healed up from the recent attack from the Black Dragon. And then I also want to recover the fish that the Black Dragons stole from me, because when they have made their approach to raid my little mining outpost, they stole all my fish. And then probably sell their weapons and armor, as the spoils of combat are allowed for us to get. Another thing I want to do is to totally turn off Cowley's current work priorities. And the reason for this is that I am going to be moving the farms, and I don't want Cowley to be processing any of the wheat, so that instead of having to buy wheat for the new farm, we'll just use the wheat that I've already farmed. This makes a lot more sense. In terms of gear, the rest of the Black Dragon stuff really isn't worth selling. It is single-digit cats, so let's forget that. Gyro, thanks for the follow. Crash, always nice to have you here. Thank you for the resub. And Turdinator and Petrable, thank you for the bits. And welcome. Welcome all. So I'm planning on, I guess we're in combat again. Just some Dust Bandits. Just almost already dead Dust Bandits. And there's a lot of Dust Bandits for me to loot as well. So what I'm going to be doing is trying to clean up the dust. And it looks like there's... oh, those are slave mongers. So once we clean up the immediate area, my plan is to start to work towards setting up a permanent base location, or at least a mostly permanent. We may move one more time, but I kind of doubt it. I've scoured the map and picked out a spot that I particularly like, so that is where we will head. And I'm excited about it. Hope you all are too. Alright, so taking a look at the trainees. Let's get the ones that are wounded rested. D, thanks for gifting out a sub. And Kang now has a whole bunch of Dust Bandits to loot. He's sort of my go-to guy now, because with that scout leg, he is able to move and traverse the map much faster than everybody else, which is of great benefit. Alright. So we also probably need to stop all of Rakvin's current priorities, because I don't want to be using up the hemp anymore either. I want to leave the hemp alone so that I can replant it. Where is Ruckman going, though? Oh, he is healing rain. Okay, that's fine. Master Satate, thank you for the gifted subs. I really appreciate it. That is very generous of you. And all of you, Lone Warrior Poet, as well for the resub. So, once I get these little pesky dust bandits looted up and sold for every last penny that I can leak out of them, the plan is going to be the sort of permanent move. And the way this is going to work is going to be a two-step process. The first step is to take all of my strongest members that can carry good weight and bring building materials, primarily just building materials, down to the building site and set myself up with a station house. A station house is probably the largest square footage of... Oh, there is more dust bandits. Okay. Let's get everybody fighting on this one for the experience. Setting up a station house and then setting up border walls, because where I'm planning on settling is not exactly the safest area. It's not that hostile, but it's hostile enough that we're going to want some border walls to keep us protected. Else, it will be a bit of a problem. Mr. Yoda, you needn't be barking. Did these dust bandits not enter? Oh, they did not. Okay, I'm going to go hunt them down. Because I have no interest in being hounded by dust bandits. So let's turn everybody's jobs off. And rally quickly. And there's going to be a lot of advantages to having our own town. One of the primary advantages is going to be that I can sort of design very efficiently, which is of huge benefit. One of the problems of living out of the hub is that the layouts that I'm required to have, because we're in the hub, means that we have a lot of random long-distance hauling and a lot of inefficiencies. Now, the disadvantages would be that selling stuff is not exactly going to be easy, because we'll have to travel rather far to sell anything. So, it's not all pluses. But I'm definitely excited for it. A place to call our own. And the way I picked this place out is sort of a mix of lore and convenience and safety. Those are the factors that I was considering. Lore-wise, we are Shek, and we want to be somewhat near the Shek and somewhat near the enemies of the Shek, right? It wouldn't make sense to live halfway across the continent when our battle is in this area. So it wouldn't make sense to live in the UC or in the southeast or southwest or whatever. So that was one of the requirements, is not to live so physically apart from the location where we want to conquer, so that the wars are more easily fought, and there's really no point in trying to reinvent the Shek empire if we're in some sort of far-flung corner. Then we just seem to be pretenders, let's say. And then safety was a big concern as well, because it can't be so dangerous that we just simply don't survive, right? Because if I pick somewhere particularly dangerous, it would be likely many, many, many more hours until I felt competent enough to, to move. And I didn't want to put that, that sort of requirement on us. Because the sooner the better. And I've already picked it out, so there's no need to suggest anything. Where I'm going will not be changed by suggestions at this point. But there is a lot of maps to be found online, if you'd like, about some of the best places or whatever. you know, there's a lot of online resources that you can obviously use to analyze locations and make informed decisions if that's what you want to do. So this was a bandit raid that was, I guess, technically trying to attack our home, but they just couldn't figure out where we lived. I guess they had the wrong address, and, well, they're dead now. And King doesn't really need the combat practice, unlike a lot of the other trainees, so he's just running loot while we clean up these dust bandits. These guys are definitely... We outnumber them, but even if we didn't, they're a bit beneath us. Poetic Artist and Orange Chaos, thank you for the resub and the gift. I appreciate it. Alright, so we are going to, I guess, have even more dusters to clean up, which is a little annoying, because I wanted to move sooner, but leaving the loot on the ground wouldn't make much sense, so King's going to have a lot of work to do. And I'm going to turn jobs on back for everybody. And then we'll get the trainees probably healed up more. I think they're probably taking more damage than anyone else. So the strongest people will carry the loot that I want to transfer, setting up initial building materials and the like. And then I'm going to leave everybody else behind so that they can keep armor smithing and weapon smithing and building up a little bit of wealth and making sure that we stay fed, etc., etc., etc. And then once I am done with setting up the initial new base, we'll go ahead and do the move. Get everybody that lives out of the hub moved over to the new place as soon as the infrastructure for the new place is built. It's going to take a while. It's going to take quite a while because I need to essentially replicate everything that you see here. And I do get refunded for it, but I don't want to pull the stakes out. Oh, here we go. Even more bandits. I don't want to pull the stakes up for my hub outpost and then only to realize I don't have enough material like hemp or wheat or cactus or iron plates or building materials to set up a new base. So that would be somewhat foolish to jump the gun early. So I'm going to make sure not to jump the gun early. So this barman still has about 10k left. Plenty of money to absorb the rest of the stupid dust bandit loot. And all this money is going to help keep us fed during the move. Hi, the Red Kitsune. I'm glad that you could join for whatever duration that you're able. So what I'm really eager to do is to allow Trapper Keeper and Chemo to make as many pieces of armor as they can before I move. That's another thing that I feel is going to be really important, so that we absolutely get as armored as we can before we move over to the new base, because the new base is dangerous. And yes, the recurring question of, is YouTube caught up? YouTube is always caught up. So if you've watched the latest YouTube episode for any of my series that I run, Wendigos, Raft, this, any of them, and you watch all that has aired, you'll be caught up to the stream. You can also tell down here where my cursor is, it says day 53. So that's another good indicator. A lot of games have some sort of, time keeping, and you can sort of figure out, are you caught up just by looking at that. I feel like my DJing is not working well. What is going on here? Oh, it's paused. Okay, well that explains everything. Sorry about that. Let's get some music in. Or, well, whatever you call the things that play on on Kenshi. Music-ish. Music light. All right, dusters. Oh, there's some conscious ones. Well, soon to be not, but yeah. Good job, King. Ambience. Yeah, but some of it is music, some of it is ambience. It is definitely a mix of the two. I wouldn't say it's pure ambience, I wouldn't say it's pure music, it's somewhere in between. Another thing that I wanted to do is let's go to research and research medium and large building shells. And that will allow us to build much larger buildings, which is going to be awesome when it comes to throwing a stake into the ground and claiming something as our own. All right. Looking for something? I sure am. Looking for your cats. All right. I'm getting close to being done with this task, and then we'll start to load up the building materials. The building materials are going to allow us to build a station house and walls initially, and I'm probably not going to get all the walls done just because building materials take up a lot of inventory space, but I will start at the very least. Grombert, thanks for the sub. And Little Bit, Utib, and John Day, thanks for the follows. So you asked a question, do I find that I'm constantly conscious of my audience and talk? Or am I talkative by nature? I would say bit of column A, bit of column B. I probably am not that talkative by nature, but if you're not... Some games you can just sort of sit back and chill. I don't tend to play those kind of games that are very casual, relaxed games. They're almost just like lo-fi music with some things to click. And a lot of people will tune in about my thoughts on strategy, tactics, game design, etc. So if I'm not providing that kind of information, I feel like it might be a bit of a disservice. I have hundreds of hours in Kenshi, and although it's not technically a tutorial series, I'm definitely role-playing and not necessarily min-maxing or making the most ideal decisions for the sake of role-playing. I will sort of share my thoughts. So for instance, if you wanted to ask the question of like, oh, where to settle? And, you know, I could point out on the map, like, where is safe, where is ideal. It really depends on your race and, you know, so on and so forth. So when it comes to talking, I feel like it's sort of up to the streamer to entertain. And if you're just sitting here not entertaining, you're probably not doing your job. But it really depends on what your audience demands. I certainly know some streamers that don't really chat at all. And it's mostly just like background noise for their viewers or something. I don't know. I'm not really sure. I got you back into Kenshi Spartan Gaming. Well, I'm glad to do it. I hope you're enjoying it and you're getting your butt sufficiently kicked. Only because I feel like Kenshi is a game best suffered. It's part of the reason why I have so many rules to prevent min-maxing and prevent, you know, easy success. Because Kenshi is a lot more fun when you earn your wins, not when you just buy them. That's just my 2 cents. Micklemoose, thanks for the resub. And Dennis Keith, thanks for gifting all those subs. I think, you know, you guys are... We'll go pink cam, and I guess it's Yoda pink cam now, huh? You're having a blast trying to spot out a decent base spot? Yeah, that's always tough to do. I found a very, very helpful resource on Reddit long ago that analyzes all of the fertility, iron, copper, etc. of all the locations of Kenshi. And that was probably my best resource That is a pinned resource on my Discord server. I would dig up the link, but I already have like 15 windows open, so I don't dare to at the moment. But yeah, if you go to the Kenshi channel on Discord, you can see it as pins, and it's the maps of Kenshi, and it will show you all the zones of fertility, all the zones of resource scarcity, water, iron, copper, etc., and then what kind of weather that you're likely to experience when it comes to wind turbines and the like. So the best places for wind-powered bases, etc. It was very informative, and it allows you to very quickly analyze... oh, we have that loud song. Gonna go skip that one. It allows you to very quickly analyze what spots are going to be ideal for base construction, and using that tool, what I would say is you find where you are going to be able to have arable land and soil and wind and all that, and then also look up what the average patrols are, so that you know who you're going to be fighting if you settle there. That's probably my order of operations. All right, is this... Ah, you little sneak thief. How did he get back up and steal all my fish again? What I really need to do... See, this is one of the reasons why I'm really looking forward to owning a proper base. Because these stupid little Black Dragon Genin, I don't have walls yet. And I couldn't really build walls here because we're too adjacent to the hub. So I wouldn't be able to surround this little mining outpost with walls because it would bump into the hub zone. But that Black Dragon Genin obviously regained consciousness, looted all of our food and storage, and then got knocked back out by, I'm gonna assume, Case or Headshot or someone. What a loser. Does Rockfin still have a crossbow in his inventory? No, he does not. Alright, taking a look at armor. Where is Case? I mean, Chemo. Chemo, what are you doing? You're probably grabbing... Oh, your inventory's full. 2. I'm going to have Chemo drop these pieces of armor. I'm not really sure what task he was headed to. Oh, God, there's even more Dust Bandits dead? Lord, I don't have the time or patience to deal with that. All right, so those are 2 white plate jackets that can be grabbed. Rain already has one. It wouldn't be good armor for Headshot because they significantly penalize crossbows. So, Poetic. Let's... Oh, Poetic, you're kind of a martial arts. Wouldn't be terrible for you, but I'm going to give this to McNauer. You're going to get the nicer one. And then Oren, you're going to get the other one. If you could walk. My lord, you're very encumbered. I don't know why Oren is deciding to shove all the ore into her backpack. It's really not necessary. Alright, King, you do have more things to sell. So the reason why I'm trying to sell as much as I can is... for role-playing reasons, I'm not really planning on trying to min-max the kind of wealth that I do. So there's a lot of things that I could make in Kenshi that would make me a lot of money. I could make... I could be sort of an industrial empire, if you will. And I don't want to do that. It just doesn't interest me. Because it's... once you get a little bit too wealthy too easily in Kenshi, you definitely ruin a lot of the challenge. So instead... I want to try to only really sell the stuff that we kill, that we loot off of downed enemies, and not do some sort of like industrial min-maxing. Because it just doesn't appeal to me. Never has, never will. Hey, Duna Raven. Alright, taking a look up here. we are almost done with large building shells, which will unlock that station house that I was talking about. Taking a look at the resources that we have. Yeah, it's all well and good. There's nothing that we're missing. And now I'm just going to spend a minute to loot a few more dust bandits so that we can maximize the amount of money that we have. Because all of these dust bandits are spoils of war, right? We killed them ourselves, so we're entitled to their loot as far as I'm concerned. And a hydrate. A posture check. I am planning on likely, almost certainly, multiple hauling trips. I don't have enough trader backpacks and people strong enough to carry heavy things to make it one trip. So it'll be a multi-trip for sure. I'm going to bring as many building materials as I can on my first run, but it's likely not to be perfect. Alright, and the other thing I want to do is to make sure that all my people are healed up as much as they can be, because where we're headed is not exactly safe. Everything outside of the border zone, I would say, is different orders of magnitude less safe than the border zone. So if you're really new to Kenshi, stay in the border zone. You will be well protected, well cared for. If you leave the border zone, good luck to you, because it gets increasingly harder the further you leave the hub. The hub is, I would say, probably the safest place in Kenshi, and then the further you travel from the hub, on average, the more dangerous it becomes. So, yeah, that is huge generalization, but yeah, I think it's largely true. How is Trapper Keeper's weaponsmithing? Oh, good. Dust bandits literally walking straight into my base. So rude. But we're Cat 2 blades. So Cat 2 blades are better than the Cat 1 blades that we've been making. They are worth about 500 cats more. And I'm going to slowly upgrade everybody to Cat 2 blades up from Cat 1 blades as Trapper Keeper makes them available. So that's cool. I'm totally happy to have better weapons. Who wouldn't be? I feel like every time I make an effort to heal up, I just get attacked by more dust bandits. This is a very good case to be made for border walls, because when you have a wall around your colony, around your settlement, you can close the door and use mounted crossbows to sort of keep enemies at bay, so that you're not having to fight every little nuisance attack. Because every little nuisance attack, when you live out of the hub or any other rented city, is going to require you to fight, because you don't have control over the city walls. So, oh wow, Gizo's unconscious. Good for your toughness, I suppose. New Edge, I'm sorry that you've been binging my content and you're losing sleep over it. I can, as a YouTube creator, I have no ability to ban people off the channel. I can't stop people from watching, so if I could, I would help you. Probably I wouldn't, but... I'm glad you like it. Browncoats is an oldie, so you're really digging through the archives, I think. I'm never going to be done killing or selling off these dust bandit gear, am I? Not unless I employ additional people. I like how we're all chasing, everybody's chasing this one dust bandit who's like Naruto running, because he has broken arms. Oh, but Rockfin hit him. And he's downed. Yeah, Rockfin just grabbed his stuff. Maybe he was running to Area 51. That is a very obscure reference. Okay, Giso is still unconscious and, like, bleeding out. I have not been doing a very good job tending to people. Where is Cowley? And Teal'c and Trustin, yeah, you can come back to town too. Not obscure, just old? I think it's a bit of both. Alright, don't worry, I won't let Giso die. But now Larry is the only one defending home, and Larry's unconscious. Because they're the trainee squad for a very good reason. They are not very capable. This must have been the Dust Boss, yeah. The ex-Dust Boss, because he's dead now. I should have moved the whole stack. Oh, that's not going to work. Here, give them the meat. I don't really care about that meat. Alright, so Giso's been patched up. And Teal'c will pick Giso up and deliver Giso. Yeah, I could set the medics to rescue. That would be a good idea. Callie originally was going to be set as rescue, but there we go. Find and rescue, put in bed is now a permanent job of Callie. And I am trying to clean up as fast as I can. I know I'm going really slow. But I have made 20k. So, I don't know. It's been worth it. I can't control... Oh! Shopkeeper is bankrupt. I can't really control, you know, the Dust Bandits continually attacking me so much. So... There was no live now ping on Discord. Yeah, I usually make those myself, and I didn't today because I was out of time. I've been trying to troubleshoot problems on my website and spent multiple hours this morning doing that, and not the live now stuff. But thanks for the heads up. So this barman is now broke too, and this one is as well. So nobody has any more money to be able to buy anything. Okay. That's fine. I'm gonna need to... Let me just drop the gear. I'll just stick it on one of these bodies, so when the bodies disappear and decay, so too does the gear. There. Rearmed a unconscious. Now, the next order of business is to make sure that everybody's healed up, and then... Oh, man, I'm still under attack. Can you go away? Oh, Larry's unconscious. Yeah, I forgot about that. Alright, Mr. Chemo, you're going to be on passive, and Trapper Keeper on passive. So the guys making my armor, and Tora probably as well, guys making my armor and weapons are going to be on passive so that they don't constantly fight. And then also, when you're injured, you can suffer stats and make lower quality stuff. So Tora right now has, you know, effective 43 armor smithing. Would have been 56, but due to injuries is lower. And I am going to start to grab everybody that is strong, turn off their jobs, and stick them in the front of Rockfin squad. In fact, I'll make even another squad. So... the Builders squad, or Engineer squad. So the Engineer squad will be Rockfin, Kang, and then let's figure out who else. Anyone that has is strong and has carry weight, like Orin would be a good one. So no more metal refinery for you. Put all that ore away. In fact, actually bring that ore up to our armor smiths. And these are the ones that are going to help Sherpa the building materials from my temporary hub base to the permanent one. Is it ever beneficial to set up your own shops? Not without mods, I would say. In my experience, the shops that you can set up will not really make you any money at all until, like, ever. They just don't make money. So if you want to set up your own shops, you'll have to install a mod for it. You might make like 100 cats a day or something like that, but most people in Kenshi don't have money, so they can't afford to buy anything. It was, it's a little bit, honestly, of like an afterthought, as far as I'm concerned. Alright, so here's Trapper Keeper's Better Blades. Oh, you have a lot of them. Oh, we're starting to make Cat 3 blades. That is really, really, really good. Cat 3 blades are, as you can see, almost a clean 1.0 damage. So that's up from the, you know, that's up 20% or so from our last blades, which is pretty significant. We also might have a situation where the shops refund themselves soon. Alright, so here's Orin. Put that iron away. And then who else can come on this squad? Rain. It's gonna be sad losing a farmer, but Rain's gonna join us as well. On the engineer squad. Probably Ruka as well. But I'll need to grab a... I'll probably grab the bag off of Larry, I believe has one of the trader backpacks. Where is Orin? Oh my lord, where are you walking? Why are you so slow? I know why you're slow, but... There we go. Alright, so we have 4 people that all have the trader backpacks that are relatively empty. And Ruka, you are going to be yet another. Making sure no one down here has a trader backpack that I can grab. I think Larry's the only one. So Ruka, you are joining the engineer squad. It's really not a promotion, but let's stop mining. Come all the way up here. And then Larry, go ahead and drop that backpack. Any other backpacks that I could grab? I don't think so. I think I only really had the 5. Chemo, you could go back to armor smithing. And some of the trainees are good engineers. Yeah, I'm going to have some of the trainees come to help build, but they're not really going to be hauling stuff, because otherwise they're just too slow. So I will add, I think I have 2 trainees that are good engineers. I will be adding them, but they're not going to carry anything. So there's Ruka. And now all 5 of these guys have really, really good room. Alright, next up is to grab building materials. And then to get the ones that I want to escort me to also... So, Grisor is one of them. So, to get Grisor healed up, because he's an engineer. In fact, I could just go to my roster. And Grisor and Glitch are engineers, according to the roster. So, Glitch is healed up, so he's going to be entering the engineer squad. And actually, you know what? All the trainees are going to enter the engineer squad because they need athletics training, and we're going to be running a bit. So I'm going to leave the trainee squad empty, which means that all of these trainees need to be fully healed, which is going to take a minute. And I'm going to accelerate the time here. Not you, Callie. Callie just keeps trying to snake the beds. All right. So here's the engineer squad that will help me set up. And then the Rockfin squad will continue to armor smith and weaponsmith. And the other thing I could do is to have Trapper Keeper start to equip... come on now. Where'd they go? Oh, where? What? I don't even know what he's doing. Rockfin just doing Rockfin things is the only thing I can say about that. I thought I had 2 cat blades. And maybe I didn't. So all the weapons that I want on our guys are going to be at least cat 1. I guess I crit a cat 3 blade, which Rockfin now has. But Kang and Orin will grab the cat 1 blades, or the cat 2 blades that I've since made. And I believe everybody in the squad has at least a cat 1, so all the excess cat 1s can be sold. Do I find the 100 stack size annoying or balanced? Neither. I'm just not using them. I don't really even find that it's all that necessary. If you lay out your base nicely, it's a non-issue to have 100 stack boxes for like fabrics and the like. It's not something that you're really ever going to need to do if you build big enough. Orin, you'll get this blade. So all these blades are for sale now. And hopefully, with any luck, the shops have refunded. Shouldn't Glitch be in the engineering squad? You're in already. Yep. Shops have refunded themselves. So that means I'm going to strip some of these dust bandits, because there's a somewhat there. I mean, there's a finite amount of ancient science books and the like that I can buy, but I might as well buy it, right? Because there is somewhat of a finite amount of books that even exist in the world, so it doesn't make sense to not buy it in the names of like war conquest. So we'll just buy what we can, but that does mean that I want to make as much money as I can. We could also potentially invest in a better arm for Rockfin. Once I am done sort of doing the move, you guys can decide how I spend future money. But we're already up to 32,000 because of all the bandits that have attacked and the katanas that we were able to sell. So, get those cats. The other thing I wanted to check in on is that our farms, and okay, this is true, yes. Our farms have plenty of resources for me to start new farms elsewhere, which is going to be important. Just bought some random food, just to keep people at home fed while we're away. And that barman's out of money. I like how there's just corpses here, but I have the no corpse flies mod installed, so I don't have to listen to the corpses. Because normally they'll make a loud, sort of obnoxious buzzing noise that is horrible, especially when you kill a lot of people. So, Trustin, you're healed up. Larry, you need more time. Gizo, you need more time. Grizor, you're healed up. Chemo's made another white plate jacket, which will go to 1 in the engineering squad, so... Glitch, I guess, we'll take it. As long as you're strong enough to use it. Yeah, you're strong enough. You're strong enough. Yeah. You have actually pretty good strength compared to everybody else. That barman has no money. What about you? Yeah, plenty of money. All right. Gonna buy some more dried meat. And we'll head out in just a minute as soon as the rest of the engineering squad heals up. So that's Gizo and Larry. And right now they only have chest injuries, so it's not like they're slow. I just don't want them getting knocked unconscious when we're away. That'd be really unfortunate. All right, King, while we're waiting, how do you do the job where you dump trespassers? I forget how to queue that up. Not forge animals. That's not an animal, that's a Shek. Come on, man. I think it might be in the AI. Building settings? Okay. So Gizo... Oh, Larry, why'd you get back up? Okay. A little bit more money left to play with. I think the throw out of home might only work when they're unconscious. These guys are dead, so I think we need a corpse incinerator in order to get rid of them automatically. Again, I don't really care. It's temporary home, so I'm not going to worry about it. But that's, I think, what's going on. And I'm not about to build a corpse incinerator. Not needed. Alright, Larry and Gizo. Larry, are you... Yeah, you'll come along anyway, but you're not one of the engineers. They just need the training. The L's beat down. And before everybody with the big band packs leave, let me top up the boxes up top so that we don't stop weaponsmithing and armor smithing while we're away. Oh, that was perfect. Alright, we're nearly ready. I know it's been a while. Been very patient. Trapper Keeper said he was out of resources. Is that true? No, I have 26 fabrics left in the box. Oh, 2 more Cat 3 blades. Holy smokes, this is really somewhat of a treat. Double crits. So the way it works is that you reliably make 1 level of blade, and then if you crit, you get like the next tier up. So we be critting, mon, is what I'm going to say. The last things I want to sell is the electrical components, so that there's more room for Fang to put them away. And then let's sell these 2 Cat 1 blades that we no longer need. And we'll have made all the money that I want to make, and then we'll make a run for the building spot. So this squad here is gonna rendezvous near the building material box so that we grab building materials. For the first trip, I think it's gonna be only building materials, and then all the trips thereafter, we'll figure out exactly what we need. They're out of money, but we have 42,000. Rolling in it. Making money in Kenshi is actually pretty easy to do. So. Alright, that King is full. Orin is full. Rain is full. Rook is full. And I might as well stack it in there. Rock vin's full. Okay. We are ready to go. These guys back home don't have any food at the moment, so someone without a backpack is going to have to do a little bit of shopping for us, I think, because I'm not about to unload what we've got here. And I am going to go to this. I'm going to go here. That will be my travel spot. So who here is strong that can run errands for me? Oh, Chemo's made another heavy plate jacket, or white plate jacket, so just equip it yourself. And I had a bunch of fabrics shoved into the general storage box, so I'm just allowing them access to it now, so I don't stop weaponsmithing. So I'm excited about that. All right. Oh, really now? And engineer squad's under attack by bone dogs. I'm just gonna keep running. Not interested in someone's leg getting chomped and then the whole squad getting slower. Fang, go passive. So the rest of everybody in here is now passive. And if I need to, I can just lock the door so that nobody leaves. Sounds evil, but like, you know, might be necessary. Armor quality high. Wow, we can make up to edge 1 weapons. If I had more ancient science, we could even make nicer weapons, but we'll wait on that. This reminds you of Skyrim, where bandits run up to Daedric-plated players. Yeah, or rats, or, you know, whatever. Yeah, it's quite like that. There is no concept of like, oh, that enemy is too strong for me in Kenshi. Everybody thinks they can fight everybody else, and they're all wrong. And it's relatively hilarious to see, especially when you're at really high level, and I would say particularly with heavy weapons, you can just like one-tap yeet bandits into low Earth orbit, or low Kenshi orbit, due to the strength differences. It gets pretty extreme. So who is the slowest in this squad? Let's see. 21, 20, 20, 20. So, like, 20 miles an hour is not a bad speed to be traveling. Actually, the slowest would be Oren. Let's see if I can change that. Oren, give Tilk your armor. And now Oren travels at 20, not 19. So we're moving at 20 miles an hour. And we're headed down to this juncture here. That's not where I'm settling. I'm just not. I'm not showing you the full trip just yet. Plus, I want to do it in pieces so that I more closely control where we're headed. Thank you for tuning in to Kenshi Shek's Conquest, which originally streamed live on Twitch November 11th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream, Rhadamant.com has my countdown timers to upcoming streams, as well as links to Twitch and Discord, and my entire video release schedule. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and everybody else that watches my content for supporting me as a content creator. I'll catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Shek,